Hi, Cappies. Welcome to another episode of the Talking Capybara. But this week, I will not be talking about the books. I decided to talk something about what I've experienced this week. Today is February 15, and the past week has been very tough for me in the sense that my mental health was not in a good place. My thoughts were scattered all over to the point that I cannot function well in the society, in work, and even my relationships with my family, with my loved ones were being affected. This, I think, came from a place of tiredness or a place or a state of mind that's worn out, and the emotional toll that other people created impacted me in a negative way, and so I found myself in the worst place possible. This week, I realized a lot of things when it comes to mental health, and that is, you really just have to help yourself. It would be hard, honestly, because it's your mind that's pushing you to be far from good. It's your mind that is fighting against what your heart wants. I mean, my mind actually is thinking that I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm stressed, I cannot function. So even if my heart wanted to work, wanted to think clear, peacefully, it's not happening because my mind is not there. There has been a lot of things that went on, which is, hard for me to push through. Most especially because I'm just alone in this big city, and that it's a different place to navigate. I am just confined in these four walls of my room most of the time, and in the four walls of our office. I don't get a lot of sun. I don't get to work. Work out to walk. No sun exposure, and yeah, it contributed to that. I feel like it added to the miserable feeling that I've experienced. The last month, I actually had this case that I have to work on. I was able to produce 30 pages of pleading, and that was a first for me alone. I mean, I created it wholly by myself. I'm so happy that I did it, but at the same time, I'm tired. It took a toll on I write and how I manage things now. I don't think it's worth it that I was able to create a big pleading like that, and the effect is like this. I am so lost. I'm so not okay. And I was able to have a day out from work, but I don't think it helped actually. It worsened the situation, I guess, because from days where I am busy to an abrupt nothing to do, it feels like I've downgraded or I plateaued down. So now I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired, scared, and but I don't want to think that I cannot pass through this. I know somewhere down the rainbow, in one way or another, I will be able to surpass this, and I will just make fun of this day or this past few days. But then I also have to acknowledge that I am feeling like this. That there are times that I don't feel okay, and that is good. Although I don't know how to change my perspective in life. I do journaling. I every day I would write some things. I would track my emotions, and now I cannot even write something. I cannot talk about what happened to my day because it just feels so negative, and I don't want to write something negative. I don't know if that works actually. If I write down all those negative thoughts, would it help me? But then, if I write it, I was just thinking maybe it would make me feel even worse. And I don't want that. I want to have a positive mindset. I want to have positive ideas. I want to envelop myself with such positivity that I but that will help me become better. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know if it's just me not acknowledging my thoughts or afraid of what is inside my thoughts or what are inside my thoughts and what I'm feeling. Sometimes I wanna blurt it out. I think it's borderline being angry towards someone, and I cannot uh, say that to that person without hurting their feelings. And I'm not the kind of person who just blurts things out. I really think about it first before I say it to the other person, most especially if that is something negative. And but I'm I wanted to talk to that person, say all those bad things about them, but it's hard because I will be confronting a narcissistic person, and I've dealt with a lot of narcissistic person before. It's the last thing you want to do, honestly, when it comes to them, talking about them, about their negativities. So it will just boost their ego. And what more is that they actually think they're better. So they would not listen. They will listen, of course, but those words will not matter to them. It's as if you didn't say anything. And I don't want to give them the satisfaction of boosting their ego because of me talking to them about all these things. I want them to realize what is happening and the negative impact that they have in other person's lives. But I don't know if time will come that they will able to think about it. And so what happens now is that I'm the one who's suffering. I'm the one who's taking a toll in my mental health. I'm the one who's in bed, not wanting to eat, not wanting to think about anything, not productive, which is sad because some of these people think about themselves too much and they would not help other people ease their burden just by becoming humane. And now we, the victims, well, I really consider myself as victim. We, those people who feel or are affected, now has to endure the effects of what they're doing. I don't know if next week will be good for me, but I wanna be positive and think that it will be good days. No, the problem is also I have a lot of things to write and my mind is completely blank. I don't know what to write. I don't know how to write. I don't know. I was doing some outlines last week, thinking about how to attack the issue that I'm gonna be focusing on. But then no amount of outline could ease what I wanted to do right now. Then that is to sleep and not to care about all those works. I mean, I'm underpaid, I guess so. I do not gain enough from those pleadings that I write. And I don't know if wanting to have better pay will help that. I guess it's actually based on the people. Those people that I am with at work, I think they're making the work horrible. It should not be horrible, but then because of their attitude, things are hard in the office. And well, a little bit of secret that I did this week was I had an interview with another law office. I really wanted to get that job. I wanted to resign from work. I wanted to have a change of environment. So hopefully I get a job offer. But then if not, I will have to stay here. I will have to deal with other people. And I don't know if I could take it still. I don't know if I still have that capacity to tolerate those people which I don't like in the office. And I'm afraid that I'm a ticking time bomb right now, and sooner or later I will just boom. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be scared of how they would take whatever it is that I will say to them if ever I don't hold my patience anymore, or I will be scared of myself of what will happen to the future if I say those words. So I'm quite torn. But then I'm so sad. I'm so not doing well. I don't know how to talk about it with the people I love. I know they'll be helping me in one way or another, but it's just so hard to open up with these people. I mean, even if they do understand where you're coming from, where the exhaustion is from, but then people always see me as someone strong and someone who can do it. I mean, I always do it, even if it's hard. But there are just days when I feel like I cannot take it anymore, and these are one of those days. By days, I mean weeks now. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm just here staring at the walls, the ceiling. It. I don't even want to go out. Well, I went out today to go to church to ease what I am feeling. Now that I realized when it comes to tough days like this, I wanted to reach out to God, talk to Him about what I'm feeling, talk to Him about this exhaustion. Surprisingly, it feels good. It always feels good when you go to church, when you ease your pain and surrender it to the Lord. It's so magnificent. And I feel so light actually after church. I feel like there's someone out there guiding me and protecting me with all those thoughts that I've been having recently. I'm just so tired, probably. I just need to relax. Hopefully, next week will be better. Next week will be good for my health. And I don't have to think about other people. I don't want to talk about people. I don't want to think about them. I don't want to make them the center of what I have been feeling. Or I don't want them to affect me in one way or another. I just don't like it. And what makes this week even harder was that we received the court's decision with regards to the property my parents are battling with. Unfortunately, we lose that case. We lost the case, and well, that really hurt me very, very negatively. Very sad. I'm a lawyer, and I don't know how to make things better for my family, even if I'm a lawyer. The reason why I became one is because I want to make my I want to help my family when it comes to legal problems. And now that we are facing legal problems, I don't even know what to do. I cannot even think about a possible defense, a possible ground for emotion for reconsideration. I cannot think clearly. Plus, I'm here. I'm away from them. It would be easy for me if I'm there, if I could reach out to those documents and scour them, looking for some clues which would help me defend that case. No, I'm not there. I feel so helpless. I don't know if uh, if I'm still productive with my profession. If this is the kind of thing, life, career that I want to. I don't know if I'm just not in a better place, or I'm just overwhelmed with what I have been experiencing lately. That's why things are so hard. But I hope next week will be better. Just really hope that the next days will be good for me. I wanted to have that peace of mind because when you have peace of mind, you can actually think of a lot. You can do things well. You feel so invigorated. And I miss that. I miss having that peace of mind. I miss doing a lot of things which will make me okay. Get Staying in bed is not one, to be honest. It doesn't help. But I cannot make myself go out. It just feels so tiresome. Mental health is quite taboo here in the Philippines, and people feels like you're just weak whenever things aren't going your own way. But it's deadly. I guess it's very deadly because sometimes you would seek strength from not knowing. Whenever your mind is in chaos, you just wanted it to stop. And that's, I guess, the reason why some other people cannot take it anymore and do suicidal stuffs. But I don't want to go there, of course. I mean, there are still a lot of things in life which I have to be grateful for, which I am grateful of, and healing myself will not be one. Duh. And I can do this. I know. I just don't like the feeling of being contained in one place. I always love my freedom. I always love going out. I always like mingling with other people, and I can't do that anymore here because I don't have. I'm a far away. I'm far away. I don't have a lot of people, good friends here. So yun. That's what makes this life so hard, honestly, and made my situation desolate. Well, aside from that, I'm also thinking if this could be hormonal. I always think I have PCOS. I have polycystic morphology, both ovaries, and maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Maybe. And what is even stressful, the last week I have this spotting, and I think the reason for that is because of stress. I just finished my menstruation, and so, oh, it's just too much. After menstruation, you have a lot of spotting, and then okay, it's probably because of stress, and I don't want to feel it anymore. Today, when I woke up, I feel light. I feel okay. I feel like I'm towards getting better. But there are still instances when I would think about what I've felt, and I stopped myself honestly from thinking about it too long because I'm. It will probably be the reason I'm going to experience all of those things again. I cannot even eat. I don't feel like eating. And the last time I don't feel like eating, no, I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, I was in that situation a few years ago. It wasn't good. I don't want to experience it again. I'm holding it up today. I'm trying my best to become okay. People always say that it's okay to not be okay, but then if you are going to cradle what you are feeling, it will still make you desolate. Or I feel like it will make me more down. So I don't treasure it. I don't cherish it that much. I acknowledge yes, and that's it. I think if you are dealing with mental health problems, yes, you can just stay put, relax, and write something or talk about something. Last night I cannot take it anymore. So I listened to some of the episodes of this podcast, and it was fun. It lightened up my mind. It made me feel that there's that era of me that is good. Those are the days that I feel good, and listening to myself in that disposition is fun. It made me feel light, and so that's the reason why I made this podcast episode today, because sooner or later when I experience those emotions again, I want to be reminded that uh, there are days when I felt sad, when I felt that the world was crumbling before me. But then there are also those days that I'm happy, that I can think of a lot of things, a lot of creative things. And it's just okay to be sad sometimes. But what is not okay is if you let yourself be in that position always. You have to fight it in one way or another. But in fighting it, I mean relax. I don't mean that one should have should like battle it head on. I don't think that's how you deal with mental health problems. You just have to relax, feel the pain, feel the emotions, and try to talk about it. Maybe create your also own podcast, which will make you feel okay, which will make you feel good. Read the Bible, go to church, read a book. I can't read a book today. It's been months or weeks. I cannot even think of what good book to read. That's why my book podcast is also in pause, on pause. But I'm happy that I feel light, and hopefully things will be better for me. That's all for this episode. Bye, Cappies.